Getting into variations when selling on Amazon can prove to be very lucrative if you can execute it properly. And thankfully, there are several tools out there now that can help you do this. And this is extremely important for people entering markets such as the clothing market, where on one single listing between sizes and colors, there can be hundreds of possible combinations of particular items to buy. So it's really important that you're making sure that you buy the right ones. And today I'm going to be sharing with you two tools that I use for sourcing variations for my online store. Hey everyone, my name is Kris and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I share different ways I make money online, and my goal is to help you, if you haven't started yet, to help you get started, or if you have started, to give you bits of information that you can apply in your business to help you make more money. Now, today we're going to be talking about variations, and this is something I've not talked about yet, but I do think it is important to. And oftentimes a lot of people, they don't want to enter product variations because they're scared. Being so many possible combinations, they're thinking, what if the items I buy don't sell? And there are definitely some ways out there now to where it can help you make educated purchases. Before I get into the softwares, I want to address a few things. So the way that these softwares work is, let's say there's a shoe listing that has, 10 different sizes and 15 different colors. So all of these possible combinations. What these tools do is they pull the verified reviews from that particular size and color. And the theory is that the listing that has the most reviews correlates to the most sales. And so it can help you gauge sales velocity. This is not a foolproof system, but it is one snapshot in which you can do this for. I do want to say that the fewer reviews on a listing, the less likely this will work. So let's say you come across an item that has 8 reviews and there are 20 different variations. That might not be the best method for evaluating this. I wanted to preface that issue before getting into that. Now, the first tool I'm going to be discussing is the FBA multi-tool. And I have done a couple of videos on this particular software before. I really like it because it keeps everything under one screen. However, there are a couple of tools out there that are similar to it, and I suggest trying the free trial and seeing which one works best for you. Now, this is a new feature on this tool, but what you do is when you're on the Amazon listing and the FBA multi-tool comes up, you click the product variation. It keeps it all organized right there for you. You can sort by review, and then you can see, okay, this item has the most reviews, and that can help you make those buying decisions. So let's say, for example, this item has 1,000 reviews and it's doing 1,000 sales per month. We're going to keep this fairly simplistic, okay? This item has 1,000 reviews and it's doing 1,000 sales per month. What you can do is, if you check the item that has the most reviews, let's say out of those 1,000 reviews it has 500 reviews. That tells me that it's getting about half the sales. Now, when I'm making buying decisions, I always err on the conservative side. So if you're purchasing from retail stores and you don't really have to worry about minimum orders being met, I highly recommend just to experiment. Buy a couple of this size, a couple of this top selling size, a couple of this size and color, and then go from there. And I think you can experiment and maybe you find one, and that's how you're really going to build a business of replenishables, or somewhat replenishables, meaning that you can continue to reorder them, because people aren't going to do that, or it's going to take time for people to do that. Now, if you're on the other side of the spectrum where you're dealing with a lot of wholesale suppliers that are telling you, hey, you have to buy a certain amount of these, then you're really going to want to be conservative. Analyze the risk to reward. Maybe the supplier's telling you, hey, you have to buy 700 of these, and that 500 estimation is just an estimate. I still might be scared to buy 500 of the shoe I just mentioned, even if the data says that, because you could get stuck with it for a few months. So just something to think about. Now, I do want to say that I will be interviewing in the Facebook group that I have. I will be bringing in the creator of the FBA multi-tool. They have so many things in the work that I'm super excited about. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Now, the next tool I'm going to be talking about is the product variation tab inside Tactical Arbitrage. The reason why I bring up multiple tools is two reasons. One, I think it's always important to check estimates across multiple tools. One, to keep the tools accountable to each other, and two, what if that tool is fluked that day? What if for example, it told you that that item is doing 500 sales per month? Or what if it says that this particular variation has, 300 reviews and it doesn't? You always want to cross-reference. Think of these as just one piece of a puzzle when you're buying something, and the more snapshots you have, the more pieces you have, the more accurate decisions you can make. So if you're already using tactical arbitrage for online arbitrage or wholesale when it comes to finding suppliers, it's already there for you. It's in your basic membership. If you're new and you don't know what tactical arbitrage is, I've covered it in so many videos on my channel. So feel free to check out that online arbitrage playlist. But what you want to do is just grab the ASIN you want. So double click the ASIN, go into the product variation section, paste it, and now what you're going to do is you're going to plug in the price that you can get it for as well. That's something that the FBA multi-tool doesn't do. And then what it'll do is it will give you a percentage of the reviews, not an actual number of the reviews, which I kind of like better because, if you can see something, okay, let's say it has 18% of the entire reviews. That means that if it's doing 300 sales per month, just take 300 times 0.18, and that should give you the estimate you're looking for. Now, like I said, is this accurate? It's entirely possible it's not accurate. There's some reviews that these softwares just can't pick up, but now it gives you room to experiment and to make educated guesses. Now, the reason why I'm making this is to completely avoid product variations. I think you're going to be shooting yourself in the foot, so to speak. I think there's so much money in product variation, and the clothing category in general, I think, is one of the best categories to get in. Yes, you may have to deal with higher return rates, but it's about finding those items that have high reviews and that you test out, that work out really well for you, that you can continue to reorder. So I'm making this video, so hopefully it will not discourage you to get in those markets. But that's it for this video, guys. Always remember, if you did find some value in this, let me know in the comment section below, and give the video a like. All right, I'll see you guys next time.